reached Red Steele's Awesome Toy Collector Review. I'm your man, Red Steele, and today I'll be reviewing Masters of the Universe Origins She-Ra. Masters of the Universe Origins She-Ra. But before I get to the actual review, I just want to go over some of the awesome details on this packaging. Up front, here's typical blister tray showing you both the figure and all of her accessories inside. In the corner here, you have the 6+, which is the age requirement for this figure. The other corner here, it says fan favorite. In the middle here, you have the Masters of the Universe logo, and below that it says She-Ra, most powerful woman in the universe. Then down here you have a yellow starburst that reads Modern Posing, Retro Play. Then in front of this blister tray you have a sticker that has the Princess of Power logo. In the corner here you have the Mattel logo. Then back of the packaging here you have this old school illustration of She-Ra battling Hordak and Mosquito. In the corner here you have a caption that reads She-Ra protects the Whispering Woods and all Eternia from attack of Hordak and the evil Horde. Then over here you have another yellow starburst that reads includes comic book, and below all that it says modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe action figures. Then down here you have a copy that reads put on cape, turn crown around to become a helmet. She's She-Ra. Then down here it says twist into powerful battle position. Then down here you have a cross of all the other available figures. Masters of the Universe Origins fan favorite She-Ra. She-Ra was released on March 15th, 2024 with the suggested retail price of $17.99, and she's available at all major retailers. She-Ra was released along with the other Masters of the Universe Origin Wave 16 figures, Cartoon Collection Skeletor, and Cartoon Collection Men-at-Arms. She-Ra has 16 points of articulation, and her accessories include her cape, crown, shield, power sword, comic book, and instruction. She-Ra stands 5.5 inches tall, and she is meant for fans ages 6 and up. Her vintage design is updated for modern playability. Now that I have She-Ra on my display table, I just want to go over some of her play features and accessories. First, by talking about her Wave 3 comic book, Dimensional Doom, featuring Skeletor, He-Man, Falcon Fighter, Roboto, Merman, and Zodak. On the inside here, you have He-Man and Roboto flying in the Falcon Fighter. Over here you have an appearance by Skeletor and Merman. On the next page here, you get an appearance by Zodak. And the final page here, you finally get an appearance by She-Ra, and they all overcome Skeletor. Back cover here, you have a cross-sell of all the available figures in the fan favorite series. I'm going to put this off to the side. Because the first accessory I'm going to talk about is her shield. And this shield is molded out of gold plastic, and it even has little metallic speckles in it, so when you shine to certain angles of the light, it has that dull luster. And you also have this paint detail right here, this jewel detail, painted like a blue metallic paint, and also has that dull luster. Order arm She-Ra with this shield. On the back of the shield, there's this handle right here, which is actually a peg. Each one of her fists is a porthole. You just slide that handle right into the fist, and now you have She-Ra armed with her shield. The next accessory I'm going to talk about now is her crown / mask. And this is a play feature they put in there originally, where if She-Ra was wearing the crown this way, I'm not sure if it was supposed to be Princess Allura or if she was supposed to be some sort of princess, but when she became She-Ra, you just take this crown, you flip it over, and now she's supposed to be She-Ra. And this is the original concept for She-Ra. She's only She-Ra when she's disguised with this mask. But when Filmation filmed her, she was wearing this crown just like that. And I guess that was more of a production design, because I know the original play feature was she was supposed to be this is supposed to be a princess crown. And like I showed you earlier on, when you turn around it becomes a mask and then she's She-Ra. And even the back of the packaging states that. The last accessory I'm going to bring in is her power sword. And this power sword is also molded out of the same color plastic as the shield. And you also have that blue detail right here, a metallic blue paint. With her arm She-Ra with this power sword, you get this handle right here. You can just slide it right into her fist, just like that. And this power sword is significantly smaller than the original power sword that came with both He-Man and Skeletor. And the nice thing about this power sword is it actually comes in one piece, because the one that came with He-Man and Skeletor was two halves of one sword, and you had to get both Skeletor and He-Man to complete the power sword, unless you bought some of the off figures, like I think it was Prince Adam had a sword, but his was molded in pink, but it was a full sword. And then there was Battle Armor He-Man. I believe he came with a full power sword too. But it's nice that they didn't do that gimmick with She-Ra, and I believe the original She-Ra did not have that gimmick anyways. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the instructions. And these instructions state that She-Ra is customizable. So you can remove her head, her arms, her torso, and her boots. And you do that by simply just like, pulling off pieces, and everything's on ball socket joints, just like that. And you can just build your own figure, which is a really nice play feature. I kind of pulled off her cape a little bit. But sometimes in order to interchange some of these accessories, you do have to take these figures apart. So in order to put She-Ra back together, you have this little peg right here, and just peg it right into place. Get a little snap right there. Let me go and put her crown back on. But you can go ahead and you can interchange it with other females. Unfortunately, you can't interchange her out with other male Master of the Universe figures. It just doesn't fit. And I've tried it, trust me. I tried it with Evil Lyn and with He-Man and all those figures. It just does not work. You have to interchange it with other Masters of the Universe female figures, and you also do it with the WWE figures too. Both the not classics, but the superstar figures and the crossover figures with I guess the powers of Grayskull or the WWE. And just so you guys can see what she looks like, because when she went over to Filmation for animation for the cartoon series, they dramatically altered her style. She does not look anything like the toy. But the nice thing about the Masterverse toy line is they actually made the figure that looked just like She-Ra on the cartoon series. And as you can see, a side-by-side comparison, a lot of the details from the figure were lost in the animation designs of She-Ra. As you can see, like there was no little design on her whatever you want to call this, her bustier, and it wasn't even a bustier; it was an actual shirt. Here you have a skirt, like a lace skirt. They actually gave her a mini skirt right here. I mean, the cape became a mini cape, and the crown detail changed too, where She-Ra actually wears the crown, doesn't wear the mask, and she's a whole different character when she isn't She-Ra. She's Princess Allura, which is something I don't really think they had in any design concept for the original She-Ra figure. I'm going to go ahead and put her off to the side. So I want to go and talk about the figure herself. It's very nicely done. This figure was kind of scaled up to match the other Master of the Universe figures, because the original Princess of Power toy line, the figures are very small, and they had molded hair. Not molded hair, but they actually had doll hair. So it wasn't really considered an action figure. It was more considered a doll, because any figure with hair is considered a doll. So this is an actual action figure now, because the hair is molded out of one piece of plastic. It's molded out of rubbery plastic, so there's some play there. It's very nicely done. I'm glad that they went ahead and they actually molded this figure up to scale with the other Master of the Universe figures, because now Teela kind of sits well with the other Princess of Power figures that would be released for this toy line. As of right now, She-Ra's the only figure they released for this toy line, and I'm not sure if they have any plans on releasing other Princess of Power figures in the Masters of the Universe Origin toy line, which I'd be really cool with, because I do like the scaling and the detail, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool concept and interchangeability between all the other figures. But I would highly recommend picking up this figure, because I missed out on her on Wave 3, because Masters of the Universe Origin figures were very hard to find in the part of the United States I was living in at the time, and Walmart was the only one that was doing it for the first few waves. But after, I believe, Wave 4 or 5, they just pumped them out, and I think Wave 6 or 7 are still on toy shelves right now. I still see a lot of Stratoses, and I see a lot of Evil Lyns on toy shelves. And it's pretty bad, because there are a lot of other figures that came out after that did not release because they can't move those current waves. But if you guys found any of the information in this review valuable, please like and share this video. Also, if you really enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel. And while you're there, click the bell to be notified of any future videos. I want to thank you guys for watching Red Seal's Awesome Toy Collector Review. I'll check you guys out next time.